Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go through with this part of the video tonight anyway, just because it should be quick and I can get this thing off my workbench and work on other things, if I so desire. So in this part of the video, and this is all that I'm going to do in this part of the video, is change the 4 drives out. This is what they are. All 4 of them are exactly the same. With new drives, put them in, and configure the RAID array, at least the initial configuration, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to go into a Windows operating environment that's got the Rocket RAID driver loaded and initialize the array that way before I can use it. Which is really annoying that you can't do it straight from the RAID card, because most RAID cards will let you do it straight from the RAID card. My guess is that because this isn't actually a RAID card, rather it is what's called a fake RAID card, well, that's the way that it needs to be done. I'm going to go ahead and change these drives so I can get this system out of here. Alright, so here are the new drives. Probably ultimately not as good as RE4 drives are, but this should be good enough for this. Now I think that one doesn't like to sit because I think the latches are broken. So I have to be careful with that one. And again, can put this back into place. Fan grill, which I should probably clean out. Hence why I'm going to take this machine outside. That's another reason why I will. So I can clean it out with the air compressor and all that. Do up the thumb screws, which you can't see. And this thing is going wildly in and out of focus. And then I can hook up the cabling, flip this machine back around, and set up the array. That should be it for that portion. Alright. So all the drives are hooked up, even though you can barely see them. Turn that on. The machine will power up. I'll give it this. It's a lot quieter. So here we go. Gotta wait for it to post. So we'll wait for the serial ATA, AHCI BIOS to come in. And I believe the key is Control H to get into the HighPoint Rocket RAID BIOS. This is a Rocket RAID 1740, if you're wondering. It ignored me. Okay, I don't know why it ignored me. Is my keyboard not working? Give me a minute. Okay, that was annoying. Initialize drives, yes. Create RAID 5. Array name, we'll call it the same thing we did the other one. All the drives, 6. Write back cache, create background initialization. And it says uninitialized. I don't know, can I? Nope. I have to do it that way. So, uninitialized. I did select background initialization. I'd have rather not done a background in it, because that's going to take forever. So, I guess we'll hit yes, and then we'll try something here. We'll see what happens when we go into the OS. This ought to be interesting. Okay, so for whatever reason, I just noticed this. It says it's running at 2 GHz, even though it's a 3 GHz CPU, so hope that isn't going to be an issue. If I go ahead and reload it, does it change? No, it still says 2 GHz. So, whatever, I guess. So, alright. I'm gonna have to... Can I even do that? Oh, I got to... I ought to do them all. I just noticed that. All of them need to be done. So, clear configuration information when we import the disks. So we'll try that. And see what happens. And we'll apply the changes. Seem to have worked. So now I gotta go into format, and this should be UFS. DA0 drive that we want, which is for whatever reason showing up with the actual drive serial number. That's odd. Volume label of storage. Shouldn't need to do anything else. Format. And that will probably take forever. Yeah, I'll give it a little while here. Yeah, that's going to take a while. Looks like it finished without issue. So I'll have to set up my mount point. Reset up my mount point. Which will save. We will apply and see if that'll actually work. Oh, yeah, there we go. Now it's working. So now, you can see it's empty. So I'm going to set up an rsync job to transfer the data over. Oops, rsync. Local. This is so I don't have to actually have a machine do it for me, or another computer. Source should be a backup. If it'll actually let me go there. Silly thing. Backup to storage. As root, synchronization time will just set 0, 0, blah, blah. Doesn't really matter because I'm not going to keep it anyway. Is there an enable button? Yes, right here in the corner. Disable. Recursive, preserve modification times. Actually, I don't even need to worry about that. Preserve permissions, not partitions. And all that. Alright, so which I am now going to do, is come into here to the toolbox, and we'll hit execute now. And now, there should be activity on the machine, and there is. So it should be very slowly transferring the data, and that might take a while. So we'll let it take a while. And that actually is it for this whole series. I don't have to do anything else with this. So, now the smart thing to do would probably have been to put the machine back where it needed to go before doing that, but whatever, it can sit there. I don't know if I'm going to work on anything else tonight. I might just go back to bed. It's already 12:30 in the morning, so. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you've got any comments, feel free to leave them down below. And this is CP666 signing off. Hope to see you next time. Till then, I'll probably end up having to reinitialize the array anyway, just because I don't think you're supposed to use it while it's initializing, but well, I don't really care. It didn't give me a progress bar and I'm impatient, so